Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to Sintopia, the new hell management game where you can inflict terrible torture via bureaucracy. This is a sponsored video. They are paying me to show you this game, but I can honestly say I've been having quite a bit of fun with it. So if at any point this looks like something you would enjoy, make sure to follow the link in the video description and check it out. Wishlist it, or better yet, participate in the free playtest between the 10th and 16th of February, and you can just see for yourself if you like it, without paying a single dollar. Now, the game has a tutorial that I strongly recommend, but I have been through it and through a couple of games already, so let's jump straight up to a challenge run. Each challenge run has goals and modifiers, but to show you the basis of the game, I want something that is not really modified. So let's take this one, Frostvale. Should be the closest to the default experience. And before starting a challenge run, you can add various modifiers to your run that will, as the name suggests, modify it. But I am not actually going to use any of these boons, so you can see the default state of the game. Let's just start. And here we are. This is our world. It is flat-ish. Alright, so what's this game about? We have the Overworld, with a civilization of sentient chickpeas called hummus. They spawn at the temple, live their lives, build stuff, and die. When they do die, their souls go to the cemetery, where they await Steve. Here he is, Steve the Grim Reaper, driving a bus to hell. These lost souls will be delivered to us to the underworld, where we are responsible for their processing and reincarnation. Let's check out hell. Now, there is a shortcut, but this looks more impressive. Here we go. This is our hell. This is a bit like a factory simulation, but for souls. And this is our reincarnation beacon. Our responsibility is to bring them here to be reborn, cleansed of their sins. But not too cleansed, we don't want them becoming saints. Here's our typical soul. She's a bit slothful, a bit envious, and a bit gluttonous. This is the entry point, right? With roads, we can direct the souls to walk around hell and get cleansed and punished in the appropriate buildings. This removes their sins and generates money for us. This tortures them by showing them puppet shows and generates faith coins, which is basically mana. And perhaps the most cruel of all, the waiting booth. There's more buildings to be unlocked with research later on. And we do start with a small amount of money. Now, as you can see, we have only a small patch of the underworld available. We can expand it, but we do have to pay for every expansion, and it's not cheap. Fortunately, we do have two very nice things here. A lava stream that will scare our dearly departed, and some fields of purgatiles, which is basically if the souls walk through them, we get cash. So let's make them walk through them first. First, a soul road. I want all of these souls to walk this way and reach the purgation fields. Is it purgation? Something like that. And then walk around in them, generating money. This will give us a nice boost at the start. Where do we go next? I think I will leave this area mostly empty for recirculation of souls and do my punishing around here. Now, we will want waiting lines for the souls so they can be properly tortured by bureaucracy. Let's place down a waiting booth. Around here should be enough. And here you go. You can queue up now. Actually, I can unpause. Let them walk around while we build. And for the booth, we need an employee. Here's your hiring screen. We have a couple of options. They do refresh when you run out, or you can pay to get new ones. Each of the employees has the work time, work speed, and payment. She's the cheapest. She's the most efficient. Hillary Hook gains more experience and actually purges sins from people. I will hire Hillary. She's a bit expensive, but that's all right. Oh, and we're already generating money because they're walking through the fields. Nice.
I really carry that administration, don't I?
And she can now make them queue up. Queue up for what? Well, for punishment, of course. We'll need some omni-sin doctors. It's important that you position everything properly so, everything works out. In the long run, you don't have to reposition your stuff all the time. So I'll take a moment to plan the layout. If we don't unpause, refunding buildings is free, so I can just, plop them down temporarily see if everything works for the layout, get the roads done maybe, and then delete the buildings. I'll do just that. Each building has an entrance and an exit, and if you align them properly, all should work out nicely. Now, of course, I'm not going to just plop down 7 buildings in the middle of nowhere. This is for planning. And I can already see I've made mistakes because some are inaccessible. This is the entrance road to the buildings. The roads are directional, so the souls don't get lost. All very efficient. See, they'll come in from here, get through the buildings, get punished, and leave. Now that I've figured out the roads, I can get rid of the placeholders. One thing this game could use is a planning mode for such things. With this set up, we can proceed to bring our souls to the exit, like this. That will reincarnate them after they have been punished. For now, 2 punishment facilities, Omni-Sin Doctors, will suffice. As you can see now, we have a functioning connection from the entrance through the doctors to the outside. Let's hire punishers. I'm definitely hiring Jerome Fiasco. He is not the best worker, but he is free. Just likes his work so much, he does not take payment. Hello, Jerome.
I'm in. I didn't expect that.
Not asking for salary is a big boon.
Yay, work.
Dennis Gone Wild is a decent worker, while Hector generates money when he messes something up. Let's get Dennis.
Let's see how long I last.
Oh, I also put a restroom down here. This is literally like a toilet for the workers. That will make them take their breaks faster, probably because it's disgusting and they want to get back to work fast. I'll need to connect it. We don't want souls wandering around there, so we'll use an imp road that is only accessible to workers. Alright, that's it. Go, coming through. If they wait without a proper waiting line, their sins will actually increase on waiting, and we don't want that to happen. Instead, with the booth, they'll only be let through when there is someone to see them. For some good old Clockwork Orange brainwashing. As you can see, her sins are going down and the money is going up. We're getting paid for punishing them. And that's a good thing, because we don't really have a lot of money left. Did you bring any new souls? No, because nobody died. That's a bit of a problem, because we need souls to process. So let's go back to the overworld. You can see the population here. Living 49, dead 0, in hell 5. And the dead ones stand for the ones waiting in the cemetery. Now, fortunately, there are ways for us to accelerate their demise. Now, let's see. There's a lot of people here. Well, we know reincarnation is real. We'll just have them back in no time. So how about a little bit of magic? Come on, slam some of them against the wall. How many did we kill? 4. Well, that will leave the bus half empty, and that's not very environmentally friendly, is it? So maybe a few more? That's better. Maybe I even overdid it a little. They get reborn over here, and the new ones are born with a population growth here, in this big pile of chickpeas. Now this is our king. Let's see who we got. An idealistic collectivist, a communist. I could kill him with my spells to get a better one, but communism is good for sin, isn't it? Oh, looks like we already reincarnated 2 souls. They're coming out now. See? All cleansed and happy and reincarnated. The civilization of the humus in the overworld exerts influence on the terrain, and they do own a shrine. This shrine gives me spells. I can get better spells later with research. And there will also be wars in the overworld, because our lovely sapient chickpeas are not the only trendy food up here. There's also the evil and thoroughly reprehensible avocados. Sorry, guaca. Can you see the peat? Yes, you can actually, below the neck. So these are like avocado lizards, which are at constant war with our people. Which is good, because more will die and will get souls in hell. But if they storm and destroy this temple, I lose. Things are looking fine. New souls are going through these fields, generating income. Sadly, you can only get money from them once. Otherwise, I could just make an infinite loop. Speaking of loops, I think it's time for our first. Also, can you see him running faster? That's because he's scared. He's a fear meter. That's because I sent him next to the lava rivers. Lava rivers scare them, make them move faster, and thus increase efficiency. You can do that by planting down scary props as well. But I was talking about loops, and you can actually do that. Introduce logic gates, a soul dispatcher, the cornerstone of your hellish operation. I am going to put one right here. Why? So we can recirculate souls that have not been sufficiently punished. See, if a soul exits with the total sins below 50, we get an extra point, a hero currency that we can spend on research, which is great. So ideally, we do not want to let a soul out of hell unless it can generate that currency for us. Let's set up a logic gate for it. Rules. If you will generate a hero for me, you can leave. And if you cannot, then you will recirculate. Go here next to the lovely lava, like this, get a bit scared, and then rejoin the queue once again. There's quite a bunch of them queuing up, but that has not become a problem yet. Later we will want automated booths or just more booths. Why? See, at the moment, right now, our bureaucrat is on break. They're in the toilet. We can actually accelerate that a bit. See, this is their coffee break in the bathroom by using pitchfork like this. Come on, go to work. That's better. You too. Pee faster. Get back to work. Yeah, but that is micromanagement, and we do want to avoid micromanagement in the long run. But they do need their breaks, so ideally you will want either an automated booth that just works all the time, or 2 or 3 booths so the breaks don't overlap. You can see we're generating a healthy amount of money. Now I could theoretically set the sin here to 0 and only let them out when they have been thoroughly cleansed, but you don't actually want to do that. If they are too pure, they can become saints, and saints are a problem. Now we have access to one more building, the Hell Pet Show, which is just puppets but hellish and very, very boring. That will generate faith currency for us. Oh, there's a combat up top. Let's see what's happening. Zombies, actually. I've left too many souls in the graveyard. Maybe I should help with that. Boom. Oh, they're resurrecting. I think I might have made a bit of a mistake killing all those people. Oh. I'm using up all my magic power for this. Boom. Well, there are rangers attacking them with arrows. I think I lose those souls permanently, which is not good. Now, what else is going on the surface? There's a wolf den here, a sawmill, a watchtower, and a farm. Oh, and the treasure chest. I can actually benefit from that. Here, let's blast it. What do we get? We got extra heroes. The currency used for research. We can actually use that. You can, for example, unlock specialists for specific sins. That will be necessary later on. Better magic, like the healing rain or zap, actually. Or something like the waiting booth 3000, which is automated and does not require a worker. But it would cost me, 25 heroes to unlock, which is a bit much at the moment. So instead, let's get first class tickets, which will increase our income for each soul going to hell and increase our punishment income. For now, that will suffice. Just more money. Let's check on our operation. Quite a bit of them are waiting. I think we're ready. Another doctor. Let's hire Hector Shaky, who is an angelophobe.
Me? It's a prank, surely.
Is she on break again? What's going on here? She's on break again. I need a second receptionist. Let's make a second waiting line right next to the first. Like this. Connect here. And now if I make roads like this, the souls will split between the two and combine afterwards. If one of the girls goes on break, the other can still keep working. Now, our biggest concern is money, but it's not the only concern. As you can see, I've depleted most of my faith coins, which is essentially mana. So what are we going to do about that? I need some puppet shows. I mean, I could combine them so they go either to a puppet show or to one of the doctors. But I'm thinking we could put a puppet show right before leaving. So if they are punished enough, they are rewarded by having to endure a puppet show. We need some more buildings for that. We'll make the souls walk by the fire, well, by the lava. That will frighten them a bit, just to be mean, you know. Actually, some people might get extra sins from puppet shows, so I will make another check to see if they are definitely cleansed of sin before leaving. Same conditions. Ready to leave, go forward. Else, go to exit C. And exit C is going to lead all the way back to the beginning. And this seems counterintuitive, right? Because the roads are going to cross and all that. But that's actually not a problem. There is a crossing option here. Those that are going this way will go this way. Those that are going this way will continue. Connect that back to the beginning. All right, like this. Now, if they are still sinners after the puppet show, they'll have to go all the way back. And we need to employ someone for the booth. Amanda Bossy, never invited to weddings.
Obvious. Yay. Work.
Yay, work, exactly. And here we got a new category. They look like predators. Oh, see, this guy actually adds sin. So it would increase the chance of them going back around. Let's hire Jeff Goldtouch. I have a good feeling about him. He likes to compare sizes and uses perfume with body pheromones.
Of course. Who else?
Oh, I should see what's happening there. And that increases my mana. I'm pretty sure it's a form of torture too, so that makes sense. I could use some more souls. Let's see if we can kill someone. I do have a rock spell, but it just drops a rock. Actually, maybe I can use it to destroy something. There was this war lair here. Oh, there is also the enemy village I could try and bombard, although it is surrounded by an anti-magic field. I would have to throw the rock from outside, like this. Ah, I missed. I'm not good at this, am I? Drop a rock on them. Just hit one. Right, boom. Is that enough? I do need some souls. That's 4 in the graveyard. Right. One more hit. That'll do it. And we're now generating faith coins. Excellent. Actually, let's expand the bus so it can carry more souls at the same time. From 5 to 9 capacity. Oh, and he's coming. I'm not sure if you noticed, but the bus model has actually changed. It's now bigger. When you max it out, it's like 4 stories high. Yeah, we get money from the souls arriving, and we get money from punishing them, and from them walking around here. But every building and every employee increases upkeep, so it kind of grows really quickly. Yeah, see how he's running next to the lava. 55 sin. So after the sin treatment, this person was still too sinful to escape hell. Now she's on break. This means they are currently multiplying in the houses. Based on that, we'll get more population growth, and those are cultists, aren't they? Yep. You can actually get cultists and tell them to do stuff. Right now they're recruiting new members for me, and they will generate faith coins as tribute. When you get more of them, more options become available. These rocks don't really do much. Let's see if I can damage the warg layer with them. Whoops. Threw that too far. How about that? God damn it, I'm really bad at this. Not a single one of them hit. What if I use a wind to move them? Yeah, I don't really like this spell. And here are some new people because of population growth. Nice. Now, I do need more souls in hell, so if you excuse me, we're going to need to blast some of you. Boom. Yeah, that's good. Oh, and we have a saint. That is actually a bit of a problem. See, a saint has holy patience, and they do not get punished and do not pay attention at puppet shows, which is perhaps the bigger crime. You need to deal with them in a specific manner. I do have some ideas, but that only comes into play when they actually end up in hell. And there is no heaven, there's just hell, so they will end up here. Let's watch a reincarnation. 3, 2, 1. Why do I even need those waiting booths? Technically I don't, but if they wait in line without a waiting booth, then they get corrupted, which means extra sin. We have someone coming back. Looks like this person got extra sins in the puppet show or on the way. So Jaquette Scarface has to come back and be punished again. Oh, only 3 souls. I feel like I might need to go and kill some people. Is this on fire? The farm is on fire. Can I help? I don't want to lose the farm. Although, it's not spreading really, is it? They'll repair it in time. Let's blast these guys. I blasted the farmers enough. Not very effective. Seems like the woodcutters are much tougher. I'm going to need better spells. Oh, a lot of people died. Is there a war or something? A fire. I mean, I could get a spell to help them, but is it really necessary? I kinda need the extra souls. Oh, I'm sure they can handle themselves. Oh, they're building a new thing. What's that? Builders Guild. Dispatches builders to douse fires, build, repair construction, and remove ruins. Nice. They can rebuild that. And quite a lot died to the fire. Here's the bus. Excellent. And an employee has leveled up. Let's make him a perfectionist. When they level up, they actually need more pay. That is worth it. And as you can see, economically, we're doing pretty well. Though the puppet show queue is backing up a bit. Let's add another. Mike Sifredo uses perfume with body pheromones, but has tasted his own flesh. Haven't we all? Oh, they're building more. What's that? Hospital. Although I would prefer something military. And another one! Barracks. They're really going all out. Barracks is nice because they will start sending soldiers to fight people. Like these guys here, or the wolves. Do we have any saints in hell? Because I might need to build a saint trap. Oh yes, we do. Alright, there's a saint here. The saint has holy patience. Holy patience gets eroded by special buildings or by waiting in the queue. Which makes it good that he's currently waiting in the queue. But I'm going to build a saint trap. Because a saint being treated just clogs up the system unnecessarily. So let's pause and rework the roads a bit. A soul dispatcher. If you are a saint, status equal to saint, there's a saint here, you go right. Otherwise, you exit to the queue. This will put all the saints through here to get extra money, and then not send them to the normal queues, but instead put them to the side into the saint waiting room. That makes them wait forever. Now we will need a waiting booth for the saints. See, now all saints will be just sent to this booth. I think I'm going to hire Kurt Grip, because he is very motivated. Not because he likes to compare sizes.
Easy! Aye, aye, Chief.
Oh, I have, by mistake, put this in a dangerous location. Not dangerous, the motivating location. This will be better. Since we do have some extra cash, we can spend that on putting up props that will increase the fear, which essentially translates to faster movement speed. Or motivational ones that will make my people work better, but also slow down the souls. We do have to position those carefully. And I do keep all my buildings close for efficiency. But we've got some room here, so put it here. We motivate the guy in the building. Inspiring screen. So lucky to be here in hell. We could leave gaps between buildings to set these up, I suppose. Oh wait, the saint won't be caught in a saint trap because of how I put the roads here. Okay, let's change it up a bit. So the trap happens after the return path. We will need a crossing. Now this should work alright. The trap should catch both returning saints and the new saints. Wouldn't be necessary if I set it up beforehand, but we already do have a saint in the system. And with so many souls, we're actually reaching a point at which the whole system might start clogging up. I'm saving my hero coins for specialist buildings. No strike or something? Oh, right, that's a saint. Which building is that? Here. See, the saint just does not care. Sinning is dangerous. Sin brings punishment. Don't worry, we'll process you in time. Now I could let the saint just go through the system and eventually the patience would erode at the waiting booths. However, that's inefficient. This building is basically working pointlessly at the moment. Hopefully the saint trap will do its job. These are scouts and they're calling soldiers to come and help them in destroying this place. I mean, I do have 6 of these rocks and I don't really have much to do with them. Let's see if I can hit these guys from here. Well, I did hit the cap, but didn't really do much. Although, maybe if I let it roll down, like this. Oh, come on. This must be the most useless spell. I'll get better ones, eventually. Well, when you upgrade this spell, you get molten exploding rocks, which are way better. Oh, here's the saint. Finally. Through the saint trap. Okay, so you can't enter the queue when there's nobody working the booth. Let's add someone. Someone terrible. Yeah, perfect. I won't have to pay her. Ophelia Whiplips. Can you enter the booth yet? Well, no, because it's not connected to anything. Someone's fighting. We'll get back to that. Alright, my guys are fighting the guacs. Let's help them a bit. I need better spells. Actually, let's get better spells. Go here, magic, and do zap. Zap is pretty strong, although Magmine is better. But let's just do zap for now. And since you are now out of the anti-magic barrier, represented here, I can do this. And blast. And blast some more. Spell is not very strong, but you can upgrade that. We still have some power. Boom. Well, we got a couple of them. Right, back to the Saint Trap. So I need to connect this to something, like a doctor or a puppet show. Let's put a puppet show here. Helpet show, sorry. Now connect the waiting booth to that, and connect the show back to the main road. See, now the Saint is coming here to queue up and get frustrated out of his holy patience. Oh, actually, he did start getting frustrated when he was walking, so I could just make the waiting lines super long, and that should deal with the Saints over time. But I don't actually need to do that. See, there's a bit of a trick here, a very cruel trick, perfect to torture a Saint. See, he is currently queuing up to see a puppet show in a booth manned by an administrative employee who will let him through as soon as the puppet show is available. Only I haven't actually hired anyone to run the puppet show, so the waiting time is infinite. Enjoy. And when they stay here for a long time, the sainthood will erode eventually. This gives me black and white vibes. I need more souls. Let's zap some of my people. There we go, boom. Let's at least fill the bus. Boom. And every time they witness something like that, they believe in me more, which means more cultists. Oh, we got our first deviant. Deviants are sinners so sinful that they cannot be reformed by normal means. But as long as this guy is apparently still up top, not an issue. But if we let them get too sinful, they can even become demons. Show me the deviant. Who are you? Prideful Mirabelle Strongbelly. We will need a special facility to deal with her when she arrives in hell. And that's what I have been saving all these points for. Now, normal punishment doesn't work on deviants. There's two ways to deal with them. Have a specific building for each of them, and these buildings do earn more money. You essentially need 7. You could set up a lot of logic gates, so each soul is directed to the proper building. That corresponds to their highest sin, for example. And that is probably the more efficient way to do it. It is quite a bit of work. Or you can bank 60 hero points, which we'll have in a moment, and unlock the top rank building that can treat all of them at the same time. Also, someone is fighting. What's going on? Oh, you're invading the place again. That's why we're getting so many souls. Did I blast you? No, because of the anti-magic field. But it looks like we do have the upper hand this time.
I'm sure you're on top of things, Administrator, but I just wanted to remind you that the basic Omnisin Doctor is a really poor solution to handle sins. Specialists not only punish more, but generate more cash per sin removed. That's worth considering. If you like money, that is.
Now, specialists are the way to go, and we should definitely get them. Let's unlock all the specialists. 1 for each of the sins, and then finally the 7D Omnisin Doctor. Wait, it cannot punish deviant souls. Was there an update? There must have been an update, because I used this to punish deviant souls a while ago when I was testing for this game. So apparently it's just a better version, but it cannot punish deviants. So we do need the specialists. Oh, that's going to be way more complicated, isn't it? Alright, I can handle that. We will have to rebuild everything. This is like programming with a bunch of if functions. Each of these has 3 exits. So we can do, if your highest sin is pride, you go here. If your highest sin is sloth, you go here. If none of this is true, you go further. And that's exactly how I'm going to set this up. Alright, I've reworked everything. Took me quite a while, but we've got logic gates all over here, and each of them sends souls with the highest sin to an appropriate queue. So if their highest sin is sloth, they go left here. If it's pride, they go forward. If it's something else, they go to the next gate. And this separates all the souls by highest sin to specialists. Wrathologist, slothologist, prideologist, lustologist, greedologist, and gluttonologist. I could really use more room here, but I managed to fit them somehow. This is still a work in progress. This has quite a lot of depth to explore. For example, I should probably have more than one specialist of each kind, but supposedly this is better economically. We'll see in a moment. Yeah, I demolished a lot of roads, so the souls got teleported back to the entrance. So for example, this soul has the most lust, so it should go to the queue to the lustologist. And supposedly those specialists will generate more money. We could buy this plot of land and expand, but for now let's just see how this works. Are the logic gates working as intended? Is your highest sin a sloth? Well, kind of. It's equal to 2 others. But for all of you, yeah, it's working. Lots of envy in this world. Alright, this is looking good. Let's see what's happening here. This is Wrathologist. How do you cure wrath? Oh, they're dabbing on him. Yeah? Okay. Seems to be working and generating quite a lot of money. Let's see how you're curing. What is this? A sloth. It's a time dilation chamber. Time is sped up until... Did you see that? Hell flicks. Speed the time up until the subject is thoroughly bored. What's next? This is Prideologist, curing pride. Oh, you win all the awards until you're tired of it. What do we have here? A lustologist. Oh, is this guy pole dancing to cure lust? Yeah, that I see it working, yes. Here's the enviologist. Reach for perfection, get everything here. And then you probably don't get everything here. This is a greedologist. Looks like you just get all the money until you get tired of it. And gluttony. Is it being force-fed food forever? Yeah, that's like a Homer Simpson moment. Alright. See, we are getting a lot of money, but the queues are pretty big. Queuing is part of the hell experience, isn't it? Oh yeah, the receptionists are on break. You can eventually upgrade those to operate all the time. Waiting booth, but I don't have the points for that at the moment. I think I'll send them back if they're deviants still, so they're like super sinners. And then I will put some generalists here for the others to go through. See, with the current setup, it might not seem sensible or sane to you, but the soul enters, gets through the cash fields. If they're a saint, they get sent to the infinite queue. If they're not, they're separated by highest sin. Once the highest sin is purged, if they are a deviant, they go back to this initial queue. Otherwise, they go to be purged here, or if they are pure enough, they go this way to see a puppet show. And if after all of this they're not pure enough, they're sent back. And this is getting more and more complex the further we go along, and the population up top only grows. We can slow that down by keeping lots of souls in hell forever, or by interrupting them during nightly activities, but yeah, we need to expand infinitely. I made a bit of a mistake by only having one specialist of each kind. That can't really be easily fixed at the moment. Sinning is bad. That's working, is it? Okay. Evil is bad. Well, yes, evil is bad. I can stand behind that. I think it's a good moment to speed up and see how this works, if it gets more clogged up or if it gets better. At least financially we're doing fine. Yeah, so what I should do now, I think, is rebuild this a little bit, buy the next plot of land, and maybe do 3 specialists for each sin, at least for the popular ones like lust and envy. Oh, and our first saint has lost his patience. Let's actually hire someone to work here. Someone inefficient, showers on a bi-monthly basis. Yeah, good. They will still have to queue up for a long time, and we will also torture them by showing them puppet shows. Alright, so things have backed up. This is not tenable. So, what I'm gonna do is expand our territory by buying this plot of land. This is like programming, and I'm just debugging a running code on a production build. It's actually kind of stressful. Let's pick up this enviologist and move him right over here. Then make another like this. Yeah, it's not optimal. It's something. Alright, I think I'm going to end this video here. As you can see, this is very complex and you do have to think ahead or end up debugging a running system. But then even if you do think ahead, you will end up debugging a running system. And the population growth is constant, there's always more souls. And if you don't purge them quickly enough, they'll become demons that you have to defeat. But you can employ them later. There's actually quite a lot of depth here. I did not do the best job, but I think I have it running pretty smoothly. Currently processing 240 souls. Only a little clogged up. Yeah, I should have built infrastructure to have 4 or 5 specialists of each kind. And there's a special hell in queuing up to be punished, isn't there? The game is definitely something I'm going to revisit. Maybe try and plan something that actually works without getting clogged up. Although we are doing quite well financially. Just we are at risk of getting demons. Oh, what is this? Demon summoned. Right, I thought I was gonna end, but actually there is a demon.
In my name!
What sort of demon are you?
You are nothing but a stain. A tiny speck.
Dominio the Reasonable. A pride demon. Now, if we do defeat him... Slow the game down. If we do defeat him, we can hire him. There's a pride demon, 2 pride demons summoned. And actually each pride demon that we summoned has taken over. Well, we haven't summoned them, we just let people get too corrupted and they sort of transformed into demons. So each of them takes residence up somewhere and takes out the territory. They have lots of health and are difficult to defeat. I do have spells though. Just a few times. Oh, is it a cancelled hammer? It's a bad hammer. Dominio the Reasonable. Who's the other one? Taureor the High. But it's not last demons, oh well. And we have enemies marching on our people. Those are the demon spawnlings that these guys made. Ugly little things. Right, let's speed it up, get some mana, and kill the demon. Now, in one of my test games, there was actually so much sin that a special repentance pillar, this one, filled up completely, and we had a global crisis with endless invasions. Let's check on hells. Alright, the queue has been dispersed a bit. Lots of deviants here though. There you go. That's better. Okay, so I've defeated the demon.
From this world.
That can work as a pridologist, and I can actually hire the demon. I just don't have enough hero currency. Oh, I don't think I can get enough currency in time to hire him, so let's just banish the guy.
They'll beg for my return. Just watch.
Actually, let's end it here. I think I have demonstrated how the game works pretty well. It starts easy but gets quite complex pretty fast. And if you want to pursue top efficiency, well, I have worked in QA before, and this feels very much like fixing bugs and reworking the system while it's running, which is actually pretty fun. Right, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do click the link in the video description below. Once again, this video is sponsored and it helps out the channel if you do follow the link. And probably most importantly, remember there is a free playtest of this game between the 10th and the 16th of February, which means you don't have to trust me that it's fun. You can just try it for free. Do that. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.